Hello and welcome to the next ReeVlog, 2 days after the previous ReeVlog. More frequent, woo. So, updates. The evening from previous ReeVlog, this is like follow-up. Oh, I love it. Consecutive. Um, yes, that went very well. We played Escape the Dark Castle, I think it's called, or it might just be Dark Castle or something like that. Very good game. Slightly different to how I expected it to be, but very good game. And then played a couple rounds of Doomlings. And then we played a game of dice where you have to slay dragons. I don't know what it's called, but it was good fun. It went on slightly longer than I was expecting / hoping it to. I need to just slowly press upon my friends that I do need to finish between 10 and quarter past so I can be in bed by half past. Ideally, we finish at 10. I'm on my way home by 10 past. I'm in bed by 20 past. And with any luck, given how tired I get, I'm asleep by half past. But who knows? Yeah, so that was good fun. Yesterday, had no caffeine at all. No cups of tea, nothing. Oh, it was hard. So far, I've had no caffeine today either. So I'm not sure whether the headache I currently have that feels like a migraine is actually a migraine or whether it's just caffeine withdrawal. I think it is probably actually a migraine because it doesn't feel the same as the caffeine, the other headache I had, which I'm pretty sure was caffeine withdrawal because that was after like loads of caffeine for a long time. Then I went like cold turkey on the caffeine for 2 days. On that second day, it was awful. Though cold turkey on caffeine. This would be the second day, so it might just be, that. It might be a migraine. I'm not sure. Who knows? Maybe I'll have like a microdose, a little tiny nugget of caffeine to see whether that helps alleviate the symptoms at all. But I do try to not caffeinate when I can help it, because it's bad for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to avoid it. Might have like a Coke or something after the dentist's, which is why I'm parked where I currently am parked, because I have the dentist's in 22 minutes. I've arrived quite early, but that gives me time for this lovely vlog that I'm doing. Um, but rewinding a little, why was yesterday awful? No energy. Big fatigue day. I had a consistent, it hurts to exist, it hurts to move, etc. Doing the normal human thing of inflection, intonation, tonal shifts, etc. of voice on the phone was difficult. Speaking to customers that were awkward was difficult, more so than usual, etc. etc. The pig farm role that I was going to audition for has been filled. Interview for has been filled, so that's out the window now. Um, what else? Yeah, my feet hurt more than usual. Not the I have physio for my foot pain. That has been improving, but in general they just ached a lot more, and it was not good. I went to bed almost immediately after I got home. I did not have tea, if I remember correctly. I had lunch on my lunch break. Don't think I had anything for tea. Oh no, I did. I made myself a pair of sandwiches for tea, but that was after laying in bed for about an hour and a half after I got home. I got back, I laid down. An hour and a half later, I got up, I made a pair of sandwiches, which I then proceeded to eat in bed, and lay in bed trying to stay awake so that I didn't go to bed crazy early, because I could have, but instead I ended up going to sleep like 7:30, 8 maybe. Got kung fu tonight. Woo! After going to the dentist, and having a fill and taking out and putting back in again, and then going home briefly and doing some form of cardio to try and wear the anaesthetic away before then having blood tests, and the joy of peeing in a cup for a urine test for a referral to the chronic fatigue specialists. No idea what that'll do for me, but they have requested it, so I will oblige. And then this afternoon I have a phone appointment with therapy people, I believe. Because the doctor recommended me for that. I did their assessment-y thingy online with their AI chatbot, and then have a phone appointment today, this afternoon, between 2 and 3, I think. Yeah, so it's going to be a long day. I never seem to take days off just to have time off. Too many other things require the time off, and there isn't enough time off to take off. But that's okay. I've been invited to 3 weddings next year so far. I am booking time off for 2 of them. One of them is with people I work with, so I'm not booking any time off around that time because they're not going to be there, so I won't get the time off agreed anyway. But those 2, I am hopefully the preceding day for it is going to be, yes, a bit of prep for going to a wedding. Gotta iron clothes and make sure the suit fits and everything. But then other than that, it's going to be relax, chill. Tomorrow is going to be a stressful day with lots of people that I don't know, lots of people that I do know, in a place I'm not familiar with lots of travel and ceremony, and oh god, what do I do? Yeah, so that's going to be that. But the day before will be relaxing, and then I've booked off the day after. Both of them are at the weekends, I think. One, I think, is Easter Sunday next year, so there's already a bit of a buffer period because there is Good Friday and Easter Monday to take off. And so they are bank holidays. I get those off anyway, so I'm booking off the Thursday and the Tuesday, I think, to then be able to have those off as well. Maybe I might even be booking off the Wednesday. That'd mean I get 3 days off for relaxing next March and April. And then the other one's next October, so in a year. So if I'm still working where I currently am in a year, then I've booked it off ready. Because that one's going to be less travel involved. More people that I actually know will be at that one, I imagine. Though they are people that I see less frequently. And yeah, it'll be something, I'm sure. Yeah, the day off after is recovery from attending a wedding. Yes, then I've got 3 days left to book off this year. I imagine they will be for the doctors, largely. But I am debating just booking one off, taking a day. I don't know what to do with that day. That's the issue with chronic fatigue, is whilst I would love, and I would love to be like, okay, I'm going to book a day off and I'm going to go do stuff that I enjoy. Be that book the Friday off, get all the housework done on the Friday, have the Saturday, go do sword and shield fighting on the Saturday, have the Sunday as normal back to work. Be it book off like a Tuesday or something like that, and then on that Tuesday go rock climbing or do some archery, go for a run. But it's possible, got to book 10 days in advance, it's possible that I could be like, okay, I book 10 days in advance, I wake up that Tuesday morning or Friday or whenever it would be, and exhausted! Woo! Yay! At which point, I ain't gonna do shit that I don't gotta do. On those days those are the days where I caffeinate a lot, and those are the days, like yesterday was, if it was busier at work, I would have been downing energy drinks like shots at a club. Like, just gulping them away. And that would be to get me through the day, because the amount of energy I had yesterday, during the small, brief, busy periods, I could not keep up. Thankfully, there were enough other people in the office that whilst those brief busy periods were relatively busy, they were very brief. When it picks up, I wouldn't be able to keep up, which means I wouldn't be able to do my job, which would then mean some form of repercussion. I think it would take a lot before they fired me for that, but there would be negative consequences, and I don't want those, obviously. So yeah, it's quite a lot. Time off, doctors, dentists. So there was more to discuss. There probably is, but I have forgotten. So I will go, because I've got to be sat ready for my appointment within 14 minutes, and it's roughly an 8-minute walk from here. So I'm going to wrap this up, get going, skedaddle, and I'll catch you cats on the flip-flop. Goodbye.